I want you to know exactly where I'm coming from, especially about the media. The media, the courts, the legal profession, economics. Why is this country collapsing? And all of the crazy, stupid things that have happened from Y2K to the mortgage meltdown to the all kinds of financial catastrophes now with JP Morgan blowing $5 billion gambling on derivatives. I'm a derivatives expert with hedging. I want you to see this book that I wrote. Okay? I want you to buy this book. I want you to read this book. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. It's on Amazon. Just Cause, Just Facts. I have all the documents to back up this story. It's going to sound crazy, but I guarantee you every word of it is true. And like I said, I've got all the court documents to back it up. So, we're in this Chesapeake thing. The Chesapeake deal is completely driven by media lies, outright lies, one after the next. It started on April the 18th. Now, at the same time, the price of natural gas has bounced from $1.90 to $2.70. Okay? Now that's not a good price, but $2.70 sure beats $1.90, okay? So Chesapeake isn't rolling in clover right now, but they're a lot better off than they were a month ago when this whole thing began on April the 18th. Now, the funny part is, it's not funny, that there's a complete stampede of stockholders from institutions right on down to individuals like me and you that have stampeded out. I didn't stampede out. In fact, I only bought the stock the day before on the 17th just to write some calls against the stock. And then bang, the whole thing blows up. So that's when I really began to study the financials and found out that, wait a minute, this company is a fantastic company that when the price of natural gas goes back up to $6-7, this company is going to make money hand over fist. This stock is going to be worth way more than 14-15 bucks, okay? Way more. So right now, the management of this company is running scared. They're afraid of the media. I have called a dozen lawyers to file a class action case against the media, and they absolutely refuse to do it. They're scared of the media. The same thing as the management of Chesapeake is scared of the media. Let's look at this issue about off-balance sheet accounts that supposedly is hiding huge billions of dollars in debt. There is no off-balance sheet account, and there's nothing being hidden. And the whole idea that this actual purchase, just a plain old purchase, that's dressed up in some kind of jargon called VPP, okay, was a forward purchase by institutions who are going to receive gas in payment for the money they came up with. That is nothing but a sale, period. There's no off-balance sheet rather. There's nothing hidden. I understand what the accountants cooked up in the financial statements. Price Waterhouse, who's full of crap too. So, you know, it's really incredible how people in this country are driven by media nonsense lies. The same thing happened in the Casey Anthony case. I watched the whole trial on my computer, so I didn't have to listen to 1 minute of these commercials on HLN. But when the judge had bench conferences, which he did dozens of times, I would flip onto the TV to listen to the broadcast and listen to one lie after the next, because these people, this Nancy Grace and Vinnie Polian and the rest of them, decided they were going to convict Casey Anthony before the trial. And instead of recognizing they were wrong, they're so goddamn arrogant, they just lied and completely misled their entire audience. Okay? Now, the reason I bring up Casey Anthony is because she looked guilty. She didn't call the cops when she knew her child was murdered by her father, George. And the shrinks divulged it in the deposition. She went into shock. Now, that doesn't mean she didn't lie before, okay? She lied about her pregnancy. She lied about her job. Yeah, she was embarrassed she lost her job. It's not like nobody ever lied about losing a job, okay? She lied about giving the baby to a nanny. Crazy, stupid. But then she stayed in jail for 3 years before this trial. My point is that McClendon is under the influence of the media, and he won't stand up to the media. Okay? He's making it look like he's guilty of something, and he isn't. There is no conflict of interest. There's an alignment of interest. It's a proven fact. So, does this guy take shots? Yeah. Does he win every time? Nobody wins every time. Did he get off the hedge before it hit $1.90? Yeah. Is he supposed to have a crystal ball? Are you just that stupid? So the point is that he made $8.5 billion hedging, and then Fortune magazine, the idiot, ran a story that he was lucky making a bet. Hedging is the opposite of making a bet. It's shifting the risk. Okay? That's how ignorant these writers are about accounting, about hedging, about corporate finance, and they're directly lying in this case just like they did in the Casey Anthony case, and just like they did in this case. Okay? Read the first chapter of this case. It's an outright lie that I caught this writer in. This case was on the front page. Where? In Bridgeport, Connecticut. They extradited me from New York City. And if they put the same story in the New York Times or the New York Post and put it on the AP Wire and it blew up, it would have been a whole different deal. And that's the purpose of extraditing me to Bridgeport, to go on trial in Bridgeport. The story is in Amazon. You can buy the book through Amazon. You can get it directly through me if you go to Amazon and save a couple of bucks. These are brand new books. Okay? So you're going to learn something if you read this story. Bear with me. I'm on your side. I want to see this country recover. It's not going to recover by electing a whole government that's on the take. Okay? It's not going to recover by electing a liar like Romney or Obama or any of these people, and unless we create a third party. I don't care what third party it is. It could be Libertarian, it could be Green Party, but it has to be a third party. We have to blow these assholes out of there, or we're going down for the count. Thank you.